Sometimes the person getting in your way is the one staring back at you. It's easy to get frustrated with the world. People disappoint you. They break promises, show up late, take advantage of your trust, or just mess things up. And sure, that frustration is real. But here's the truth no one wants to hear. The biggest obstacle in your life probably isn't them, it's you. This isn't about blame, it's about awareness. Because if you keep pointing fingers outward, you'll never notice the ways you're silently holding yourself back. The delay, the doubt, the tiny decisions you make every day that slowly build a cage around your potential. So let's have a moment of truth, not to judge, but to confront. If you're tired of feeling stuck, tired of the same excuses, tired of watching life pass while your goals stay parked on the sidelines, this is where it changes. Not out there, but right here, inside you. Maybe it's not bad luck. Maybe it's just another delay you've allowed. How many times have you told yourself next month, or when things calm down, or I'll start after this one last thing? How often have you whispered promises into the future and then broken them in silence? We like to think our situation is someone else's fault or that the timing isn't right. But deep down, you know the truth. You've been postponing your own breakthrough. You keep saying you'll change tomorrow, but tomorrow never comes wrapped in motivation. It shows up in the same clothes as today, asking if you're ready to choose differently. And most of the time, you say, not yet. Not because you can't, but because avoiding effort is easier than facing what needs to change. Let's be clear, this isn't about shaming yourself. It's about finally getting honest. You don't need another excuse. You don't need to wait for the stars to align. What you need is to decide, with no more maybes, that enough is enough. Because the longer you delay, the longer you stay stuck in the same version of yourself. And you were never meant to settle there. You were built for more, and you know it. You've been negotiating with your potential, and it ends now. At some point, you have to stop cutting deals with your comfort zone. Stop telling yourself it's okay to stay the same a little longer. Stop watering down your own greatness just to avoid discomfort. You can't step into the life you want while still clinging to habits that keep you small. It's not about waiting for the perfect opportunity. It's about realizing you are the opportunity. And the moment you accept full responsibility for where you are, you unlock the power to change everything. Look in the mirror. Not with shame, but with truth. Say it out loud if you have to. I'm done letting myself down. Because every time you break your own promise, you're not just delaying results. You're damaging trust with the one person who matters most. You. Today is the day you stop being the reason you haven't moved forward. No more self-sabotage. No more excuses. You don't need more time. You need more truth. Every small decision you make is casting a vote for who you become. Change doesn't happen in one big moment. It happens in hundreds of quiet, invisible choices you make when no one's watching. The decision to stay up late or sleep early, to scroll or to study, to move your body or stay in bed. Every small choice whispers something about who you're becoming, and those whispers add up. You don't need to take massive leaps every day. You just need to cast better votes. Votes for the future you, the disciplined one, the focused one, the version of you who doesn't back down. Over time, those votes compound, and before you know it, you've built a new identity, not from hype, but from habit. The problem isn't that your life won't change. It's that most people quit before the shift begins to show. They want proof before they commit. But real growth works the opposite way. It demands commitment first, and proof comes after. So don't let the slowness fool you. Every good decision matters. Every step forward is momentum. The results may take time, but the person you're becoming, that starts now. The disciplined version of you is the one who wins, even on the hard days. Motivation is a spark, but discipline? Discipline is the engine. It's the part of you that gets up even when you're tired, that chooses the hard thing even when the easy way looks tempting. And let's be honest, most days the easy way looks really tempting. But ease never changed anyone's life. You don't need to feel inspired to take action. You need to keep your word to yourself. That's where confidence grows. Not from reading more books or watching more videos, but from doing what you said you'd do, even when no one's around to applaud. Discipline isn't glamorous. It doesn't come with music or fireworks. It's quiet, boring, and repetitive. But it works. It builds strength you can't fake and trust you can't borrow. And the best part? The more you do it, the more it becomes who you are, not just what you do. So on the days when it feels hard, do it anyway. That's when it matters most. That's when winners are made. You've been operating at a fraction of your power. It's time to go all in. Let's be real. You've only been showing a small slice of what you're truly capable of. Not because you're lazy, but because comfort is seductive. You've built routines that feel safe, predictable, and easy to justify. And in the process, you've settled for less than what's possible. But there's more in you, way more. You've only scratched the surface of your energy, your resilience, your clarity, your drive. And you'll never discover what's truly there unless you push yourself to the edge, to the point where your limits get redefined, to the moment where you stop asking, "Can I do this?" and start proving, "Watch me." This isn't about hustle for the sake of hustle. It's about showing yourself who you can become when you stop holding back, when you stop negotiating with average, when you decide that good enough is no longer good enough. So go all in, not recklessly, but relentlessly. Push yourself not to impress others, but to meet the version of you haven't even seen yet. Don't just listen, apply. That's where everything changes. You've heard enough advice. You've read the quotes, saved the videos, nodded along to the podcasts. But none of that matters if you're not doing anything with it. Information doesn't change lives. Application does. The difference between the person who dreams and the person who builds is simple: action. Not just once, not just when it's easy, but consistently, when no one is watching, when it's not exciting, when you'd rather do anything else. You don't need 100 new ideas. You need one principle you live by, completely. One truth you practice so relentlessly that it becomes part of who you are. That's when real transformation begins. Not when you feel inspired, but when you make the hard thing your new normal. So stop treating your goals like hobbies. Stop waiting for more clarity. Stop flirting with your potential. Commit like it's life or death, because in some ways it is. The life you could have lived depends on what you actually do now. Remember, motivation fades, execution stays. The future belongs to the doers, not the dreamers. Cut the noise, protect your focus. Choose what matters. Distraction is the enemy of progress, and you know it. Every scroll, every unnecessary yes, every minute spent on things that don't move you forward is energy stolen from your future. Focus isn't something you stumble into. It's something you defend. There are things in your life right now that need to go. Habits, apps, conversations, maybe even people. Not because they're bad, but because they don't serve where you're going. If it doesn't align with the version of you you're building, it's noise. And noise is the fastest way to forget what matters. This isn't about being perfect. It's about being intentional. You can't do everything, but you can do what matters most, deeply and consistently. That means choosing discomfort over distraction, depth over dopamine, purpose over popularity. So simplify, prioritize, say no, often say yes, strategically. Protect your focus like your life depends on it. Because the life you want, it does. Visualize who you want to become, then move like it's already real. Close your eyes and picture it. The stronger, sharper, more disciplined version of you. The one who follows through, the one who doesn't quit, the one who walks with purpose and leads with clarity. You can see it, now you need to be it. This isn't about daydreaming, this is strategy. Because when you truly lock in on that future version of yourself, you start making decisions from a higher place. You stop asking, what feels good right now? And start asking, what would the future me do? Every action becomes a vote for the identity you're building. Every choice either confirms who you were or reinforces who you're becoming. So choose with vision, move with intent, act like the person you're becoming is already inside you, because they are. The life you want isn't somewhere out there waiting. It's waiting on you to show up as the version of yourself who's finally ready to claim it. Start walking like it's already yours. Growth is hard, but so is staying stuck. Choose your hard. Let's not sugarcoat it. Change is uncomfortable. Discipline is demanding. Letting go of old habits? That's hard. Showing up when you're tired, saying no when it's tempting, staying focused when distractions scream louder. That's hard, but so is staying exactly where you are. Living beneath your potential hurts too. Watching others grow while you spin in circles. Carrying regret. Making promises to yourself that you never keep. Feeling like you're always falling short of the person you know you could be. That's a different kind of pain. A quieter kind, but deeper. So if it's all going to be hard, choose the one that leads somewhere. Choose the hard that builds you, that strengthens you, that sets you free. No more halfway in. No more waiting for motivation. This is your moment to commit, not just in thought, but in action. To take what you felt, what you've heard, and turn it into something real. Look in the mirror. Make the vow. No more excuses. From this day forward, you're not just inspired, you're in motion, and the person you're becoming will thank you for starting right now.